I'ma soon forget. So far between the lines, I'ma write a new set, a new beginning. Reflecting on the times that were that hard. I've fallen down many times, but I got mad hard.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mexican Lee back with another video. Mexican Lee's Therapy Garage. Man, last night was a very eventful night for me. Got home from work last night and my heater box in my attic wasn't working. As soon as I walked in my door of my house, there was a bunch of smoke, like there was a fire, and I smelled electrical wire burning. Electrical component of some sort burning along with the smoke in my house. Man, I was that shit scared the shit out of me. I woke everybody up. I was going around, in the house. I was loud, probably made my family mad at me, but it's cool. I'm okay with that as long as they were safe. Ended up being my fan on the heat exchange box upstairs that pushes the air through the house. The bearings in the motor broke or wore out. The blade fell to the side. All that shit was just loose. Fell to the side, locked in place. And instead of blowing the breaker or knocking the breaker out, the motor was still humming, trying to blow air, but it couldn't because it was locked in place and there was smoke. The shit was about to catch on fire, man. Long story short. So turned off all the breakers. I didn't sleep a wink last night when I got out of work. Hit up a couple of the guys' lives, and hey, man, shout out to all y'all, man. Much love and respect to all y'all. Y'all know who you are. I had to get out the house for a minute. I drank, my energy drink, a little small, nothing, like a cup of coffee, and dropped off my interior. I did do that. I did accomplish that. I went and bought the parts I need for my heater. But I'm taking a break off of that for a second. It's decently warm outside. The sun is out. So I think tonight it's going to get about 30 degrees at the coldest, maybe between 30 and 35. So I think we're safe. The house will warm up enough with the sunlight. So, man, we're back on GhoSSt. You see him? I did drop off my interior, the seats, the front and back. I forgot my seat belts. I need to go drop the seat belts off. I'll do that later in the week. The door panels and then the little quarter panel piece, I dropped all that off, picked out the material. I'm not going to go with the two, what does that look? Velour and vinyl. It's just going to be all vinyl, all one color. It's going to match the interior. It's going to match the top. Or, the pieces I already have in the car. So I'm not going to have to do a bunch of work to make everything match. I think it's going to come out great. I'll order my carpet from OC this week. Everything's situated as far as my interior. We're good to go on that. Now, I went ahead, ran up to Summit before I went to work and picked up a brand new radiator. It is still the 3-core radiator that is made like the factory one. It is all copper. Copper and brass. The only thing I didn't like about it was the petcock that comes in that radiator is plastic. So I took that shit out and I went and bought, what is it, a Dorman brass petcock, part number 61104. So we're about to put that in the radiator. This is it right here. So I'll deal with this rather than having the plastic in there. So I need to get some my sealant, the tape, Teflon tape, install this. It's pipe thread, so I'm sure I wouldn't need it, but I'm gonna put it in there anyways. Radiator looks great. Let me turn this camera around and show y'all something real quick. So the factory radiator, I'm going to send it back to the radiator shop. I'm going to have them go through it again, fix it. It's just a little small, tiny hole at the very top. I don't know what that's called, core. I ended up poking a hole in it, so I'm going to have them seal it back up, boil it. I'm going to have them boil it two or three times because there was a couple little pieces of debris inside there. I want to keep it. I do want to have a backup. of this radiator. This thing was double the price of the cheaper plastic tank and aluminum radiators. But like I said, I love these style of radiators. I've had the plastic ones and that shit didn't last. But the thing I don't care about too much on this radiator is these straps. And what they say they are there for is to keep the core nice and tight, right? But the factory didn't do that back in the day. So it is going to be in the way of my fan shroud. And I hate to cut or modify my fan shroud to go around these, because even looking at this, let's see if y'all can see this. These rub against these core lines right here. So after a while, all the vibrating, I believe, to me, I think that's going to end up wearing a hole in that. So I get why they say they want this to be, you know, secure, but hell, I think it's going to eventually cause a problem having this shit on there. So it may void my warranty, but I've never really had to take anything back to Summit except maybe one time, an AC pump. But I don't know. I kind of want to call them and ask them, can I cut those off? Because like I said, I don't want to have to cut lines in this thing and then end up later going to a different one or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We're not going to worry about that yet. Actually, we are, because I need to hurry up and get this installed. Also, let me get over here to GhoSSt. I went ahead and took that brand new thermostat out that didn't open. Went and got another one. Another gasket. They just gave me this stuff for free. They warranted the other stuff out. My people at O'Reilly's always take care of me, man. The great people that work there. What I need to do though is what was I going to tell y'all? Oh, the relay. My relay for the AC fan and the way it's kicking on, I have it wired wrong. I need to ground that relay rather than having it open when this thing's getting power. So right now she's acting like she's grounded. And that's why it's, as soon as I turn the key on, she turns on. So I got a different way to wire this thing up. We're going to go ahead and do that as well and then see how it works. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be 100% and work the way I'm thinking it should, but we're about to find out, y'all. So y'all go ahead and oh wait, what'd I say? The interior, I already have the floor panel. Y'all see the floor panel over there? I'm not going to put the whole thing in there because I only need a section of it. So we're going to be good there. And then that side over there, if I do need to replace a section of that, I'll have extra metal for that. But we'll go ahead and, hit it with the wire wheel, clean it up, and then see if we're going to need to replace that or not. As far as the headliner, I took it in the house. We're also going to go ahead and cut that hole to make the headliner fit up here with this sunroof. So that'll also be done as well. But y'all stay tuned, man. We're about to get GhoSSt running here in a little bit. All right, YouTube, we're back. So got the radiator installed safely this time. Went ahead and put the fans on while the radiator was out the car. All that's done. Now we're going to go ahead and put the radiator support, the top support bracket on. All the hoses are on nice and tight. I swapped out that the thermostat, got that all cleaned up, put the new gasket on, checked all my clamps. All my clamps are nice and tight. I believe that vacuum noise that I did hear in the last video was coming from the plug that I had right here. It had a real small, tiny hole on it. I don't know. I know that's got something to do for the vacuum canister that used to be on this car. So I don't know if it sucks air or not, but I went ahead and put a new plug on there. So let's go ahead and get this thing tightened up. Get this fan shroud back on. We'll go ahead and get all the fluids, or not all the fluids, but get the coolant back in the engine. And what I should have done, what I normally do, is I leave the thermostat off. I go ahead and hook up the bottom hose, and then I put coolant in from the top of the intake without the thermostat in there. That way she's, pretty much full, topped off, in the block, then I'll put the thermostat on. I'm not in a rush, but I'm not thinking at this moment. I got a lot going on with my AC system, the heater system in my house. So, but we're on the right track, y'all. We're on the right track. So let me hurry up and get this thing tightened down, get this coolant added to the car, and then we'll cut you back on here in a little bit. Yo, YouTube, we're back. And as you can see, I'm smiling. All right. We got it. We figured it out. I did have a slight, I didn't do any of the footage on, I didn't record any of the footage. I just wanted to get this thing installed and tested to make sure it was going to work. And it does. I did have a small transmission fluid leak on my top line. I guess when these guys put these radiators together, there's little plugs that go in the fittings for the transmission lines. I think they over tightened them and kind of opened up that hole a little bit. So I had to really like torque down that fitting for my top fuel line. I mean, transmission line. But I didn't want to strip it out. But I think I got it fixed. I think I stopped the leak. I don't want to put an external little trans cooler. I don't want to put that on this car. If I have to later, I will. Now, like I said, I didn't want to go with electric fans, but look where I'm at today. But man, dude, I feel so much better. Oh my God. And I rewired not so much rewired it, but I changed one of the wires for the AC fan. The way I had it routed was the trigger wire. I wired it, I tapped it into the ignition, key on power. So I took it off of the key on power and grounded it to see what would happen. All the other wires are still the same. The battery, the yellow, the red is going to the fan. And then the orange, that was the one that I changed and grounded it versus having it to key on power. And then the gray wire goes to the green wire coming off of the AC pump. So let's turn this around real quick and show y'all. So like I said, also I went ahead and installed this. I'm about to drill some holes in this front piece so I can put these little clamps on my my AC line and get that mounted down, because I don't want it just bouncing around in here. That's the only thing I have left to do. Everything else is set up. Everything's nice and clean. The thermostat opened up the way it should. And like I told y'all before, I am going to make a plate. Once I paint the car and paint my inner fenders, I'm going to make a plate out of that ABS, I think is what it's called, the plastic. And I'll mount all my relays on that, or get a pre-made fuse block or fuse box, waterproof, that has the relays and fuses in it, and then rewire everything. But man, I don't even want to go through that. I love the way this is set up. I just got to clean up my wires, zip tie them, wire loom them, and that's all set. Let me see, what else did I want to show y'all? I think that's it. Let's fire this thing up. Give y'all a quick demo. So, like I said, she kicks on at 185. This fan right here will kick on. And then when I turn the AC pump on and that clutch engages, that fan will kick on. As soon as I turn it off, or if the pump turns off, that fan turns off. That's exactly what I wanted. 100% exactly what I wanted. She cooled off pretty good. I ran in the house, grabbed me something to eat. Once I fired it up the first time and I got everything working. Let me quick look at this transmission line. Make sure she's not leaking. They both look dry. I love the way that looks all blacked out like that. instead of having everything all chrome. And I did have a slight vacuum leak, but I put that plug on there. Like I said, she's running like a sewing machine, boy. Nice and smooth. Should be ready to kick on here in a minute. Any minute. Cross my fingers. I don't want to look like a fool again. Come on, Ghost. Don't do me like that. I'm trying to get you right. Don't be playing with my emotions. Climbed up a little bit. Hopefully I got the air bubble out of it. Okay, I didn't unhook nothing. I didn't remove nothing. Fuses are good. I think she would have kicked on by now. They ain't moving. They ain't getting no hotter than that. Not unless I still got to get the air bubble out of it. But that thermostat is a 180 and the sensor is a 185. So come on, baby. Bam, there she goes. Kick down the way it was supposed to. That's it. So now, let's do this. Kick on the AC. AC kicked on high. Now both fans are running. Kick that little solenoid. Kick that solenoid open so that way it boosts up the idle. But now they're both on. That's exactly what I wanted. We are okay. Let's track this transmission line again. So far, no dreeps, no leaks. Ooh, them boys are pulling that air. Yeah, buddy. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jesus. We got it right. Alright, turn off the AC. The one fan kicks off. The other one's still on cooling. That's it, baby. That right there, that button, I got that hooked up to my charger. I took the cigarette lighter out of here and put a charger in there. 14.9. 14.9 volts on idle. So I think we're gravy, baby. I think we are ready to move on to the next thing on GhoSSt, which is going to be this floor. We're going to get this floor done, situated. So, hey y'all, man, I appreciate, like I said before, I'm going to say it as much as I can here and there. I'm never going to forget any of y'all. Thank you all so much for tapping in with your boy, subscribing. Y'all come and subscribe to my channel. Hey, I'm right back at you. I'm gonna subscribe to yours. I'm gonna get to, you know, as much as I can, watch all your videos in full length. I will like, I will comment as much as I can. I may not do it as soon as you drop the video, but guaranteed I will be on there. So man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. But that's gonna be it for GhoSSt for today. I gotta go in the house and try to fix this my heater. Try to get that fan done. I don't like messing with the electrical house stuff, but this is what I love doing right here. This is my therapy. But I gotta get it my heater working in the house. So man, again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, man. Please hit that bell. That way you get notified every time I drop a new video. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, every single one of y'all. Mexican Leagues Therapy Garage, we're out.
It's time I picked up all the pieces. It's so frustrating. Let me out of this cage. I'm not listening no more. 'Cause you're the one that's wrong, and you're gonna regret this life. All your words I'ma soon forget. So far between the lines, I'ma write a new set, a new beginning. Reflecting on the times that were that hard. I've fallen down many times, but I got mad hard.